Welcome to Mama Cat's Home, and welcome back to my kitchen. Today I'm going to be doing a video that is part of an open collab with Linda from Create with Linda. It is a Julia Child recipe video, and what she asked us to do is pick a favorite from Julia Child and make it. I've never made anything that Julia Child has made before. I used to watch her whenever I was little. I would watch her with my daddy on our local public broadcasting station. And then after me and my husband got married, we had no cable, but we had PBS. So we watched that together and we enjoyed it. We laughed at some of her antics, and we always loved it whenever she pulled out a big, huge knife. She was just funny. And her, I want to say hatchet, but that's not what it is. What is it called? Oh boy, her big, huge, whatever. I don't know, a big cutting machine that she chopped her chicken with. That was one of the first things I remember watching, is her teaching you how to cut up a chicken. And she made it scary and dangerous looking, but wonderful. So, I am not doing anything near as fantastic as that. I'm going to do a simple red wine vinaigrette. Or a, red wine vinegar. Red wine vinaigrette. Red wine dressing. Whatever you want to call it. It is one of her recipes. It is a very simple recipe, but it is something that my husband does enjoy. He likes red wine vinaigrette, and I've made vinaigrettes before, so I think I won't fail at this one. So that's what I chose, because I thought I had a book. Turns out I didn't. I had The Joy of Cooking, but it's not a book of hers. I have a lot of cookbooks, and I also have gotten rid of a lot. But I also noticed that one of Julia Child's cookbooks is on my wish list, so maybe that's what I was thinking about. Maybe it's one that I wanted, but I haven't purchased yet. It's on my thrift books wish list. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and tell you what is in this recipe, and then I'll pull you down here and get started. It's so simple. The first thing you need is a half teaspoon of shallot or scallion, finely minced. We couldn't find any shallot, and some people say green onion is scallion. Some people say it's not. We have green onion. That was simple to find. That's what we have. A half tablespoon of Dijon mustard, a quarter tablespoon of salt or to taste, one juice of a one lemon, not one juice of a lemon, juice of one lemon, 1/2 tablespoon of white or red wine vinegar. We're doing red wine. 1/3 to 1/2 cup of good quality olive oil, and freshly ground pepper to taste. And if anyone knows my husband and son, and even me, I eat more pepper than anyone else in my family. But if you know us, pepper's our friend. So, I'm going to show you just how simple it is to make this. I mean, you chop one thing. Well, you have to cut a lemon in half. But you chop one thing, you put it all in a jar, you shake, shake, shake. Let's do that. Okay, so I'm going to get started with chopping up my green onion. I would rather have had a shallot, but I'm trying to figure out what that is, and it's a fleck in the stuff. I would rather have had a shallot, but I didn't go to any specialty store to try to find it, and I didn't try to, I could have gone somewhere else, but I didn't want to. I was at Target, and I got some of the stuff, and then we couldn't find the green onion at Target, so I just went to Walmart and grabbed the green onion. Honestly, the way I'm cutting this, you may not even be able to see it very well, what I'm doing, because I probably have my hand in front of the camera, which is not very good to do. So let me see if I can rearrange things a little bit, but I'm trying to cut this into small strips so that whenever I start cutting it the other way, it will be tiny. I could have used my little food processor or something, But for one thing, I'm just not going to do it. I'm just not going to pull that out or mess that up, dirty it up for just one single item that I'm cutting up. I'm just not going to do it. So, let's make sure you can see this. And I'm just going to chop it really as tiny as I can. And honestly, there's going to be too much here. I know that. But what I'm going to do is take whatever is left. I'm sure that's a tablespoon. I'm going to take what's left and put it in a little bowl and put it in something else that I'm cooking. But I'm sure that that is more than enough. Okay, put it in a little bowl. I'll cook something else and have that. Now I'm going to go through and just make sure that I got all this small, because you do want it to be small. I mean, you don't want it to be so minced up that you can't see it, but you want it to be fairly small. Okay, there's that. Set that to the side. Now, this does not call for this, but I'm going to do it just because I can, and just because the lemon will give it a little more flavor. I'm going to take this lemon, and I'm not going to waste all that beautiful zest. I'm going to get a little bit of that zest off of there. Like I said, the recipe does not call for it, but anytime that you can add that zest to a recipe, it will give it a little bit more of that flavor. And, oh, it smells so good. I'm not going to go down to the pith part, which is the white part. I'm just getting a little bit of that zest. I did thoroughly wash this before I started doing this as well. So, well, if I can hold on to it. There we go. Get about that much, maybe a little bit more. It just gives it some, it just gives recipes some more flavor. Plus, there's a whole lot of vitamin in that. So I'm going to set that to the side. Have this to the side. Put that zest in with that green onion. And now, before I put my cutting board away, I'm just going to cut this in half. I almost cut it weird. Alright, ooh, there's juices loosened. Now, we're going to get to the fantastic part. One thing I would recommend doing is use a mason jar. The reason why is you can put a screw-on lid on there, and it also has measurements on the side right there. If you can see that, I hope you can. And the first ingredient that I'm putting in is the 1/3 to 1/2 cup of olive oil. I'm going to use 1/2 cup, and the greener the better. 1/2 cup is 4 ounces. Because a whole cup is 8 ounces. So we're going to get it up to that 4 ounce mark. That's pretty close. I'm going to say it's good. Alright, the next thing I'm going to do is put in my scallion and my zest. Put both of those things in there. Okay, so olive oil, scallions, and the zest. Now I'm going to put in a 1/4 of a tablespoon of salt. 1/2 of a tablespoon of Dijon mustard. That's Dijon mustard. It's made with white wine. Get all of that out with my little Aldi find. 1/2 of a tablespoon of red wine vinegar. And for all of you wondering, no, there's no alcohol in that. It is just vinegar. As far as I know, there's no alcohol anyway, but there is acid. Because I know people will wonder at times. Nope. It smells really strong. Ground black pepper to taste. I'm just going to put a few little grinds in there. And now I'm going to set myself up this little thing so that I don't lose all my juice. On the outside, that is. I won't lose my juice, but I also won't get any seeds in there. Because the funnel will make my juice all go in where it needs to go. I probably should have used a fork to help me there. Let's see if that helps any. I don't think it actually helps any. Not for me anyway. I don't know. It may. There's a whole lot of seeds in this lemon. I can tell you that right now. And you want to get none of those in your beautiful vinaigrette. Okay. Whoop. Throwing lemons at you. See all those seeds? You don't want those in there. You just don't want that. Alright, now got that done. Now the simplest part ever. I got these little lids off of Amazon. Tighten that on and just shake. And there's your vinaigrette. So, I'm going to go find me somebody who will taste it. Okay, so I have a taste tester. He's the one that likes salad dressings more than anybody else in the house. So, we have some broccoli and the vinaigrette, and I'm going to pour some in this bowl. Also, I did not say, I should have done better than that. This can be stored in the refrigerator, but it doesn't say how long, but I wouldn't do it for more than a week. Or something like that. But anyway, here's your stuff. We know it's broccoli. What do you think? What does that mean?
Try it again.
Try it again. It's got lots of vitamin C.
You can take the lemon a lot.
It's got a lot of lemon because that was a juicy lemon. It says juice of one lemon, but I mean some lemons don't have as much juice. You must like it. You're still eating it. Tell us what you think. Can you taste the onion in it? Probably if it sits a little bit longer, you can taste the onion more.
Yeah, just a little bit.
I mean, there's not much onion in it.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good? Okay. I'm going to just go ahead and put this over here. Okay, so while he's eating that, I'm going to go ahead and close out this video. He says it's pretty good. I don't like dressings, but I know him and Noah, they do. I do use dressings for marinades, certain dressings, of course. But, he seems to like it. Would it be something you want again? Alright, so I want to thank Linda for inviting me to be a part of this collab. Also, Daisy's over there making all sorts of noise because she decided to start eating right now, and I'm not going to stop the cat from eating. And yeah, I'd like to thank Linda. And also, if you want to try this vinaigrette yourself, I will leave the link to the recipe that I got online down below in the description. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button. If you like this channel, go ahead and subscribe and hit the bell so you'll be notified when I upload. Leave me a comment down below. Do you like to try old recipes? This one is supposed to be from like the 60s, from 1968. So it's older than him, because he's a 69 baby. Barely. He almost was a 70 baby. If you want to share this video, go ahead and do that. And remember, don't take any wooden nickels, and be sweet.
Yes.